Xiaomi is the king of rebadging its phones. And in the case of the Xiaomi Mi 11T and Mi 11T Pro, that's what we're gonna get again. We're going to get the Redmi K40 Pro Plus, but an international version of it. My name is Mitchell, and today we're gonna hop into the specs of the Mi 11T and Mi 11T Pro. At this point, they're just rumors because the device hasn't been officially confirmed. We have a good idea of what we're gonna get. If you guys have questions about this, go ahead, hit me up on Discord or on Twitter. Links to that down below. And by the way, I did a whole write-up about this on my Instagram feed if you guys want to read something about that. It's going to have the Snapdragon 888, the Samsung HM2, a Samsung E4 AMOLED panel. So camera-wise, it's going to be the same-ish as my Redmi Note 10 Pro. A fine camera, not even close to a flagship camera. The Samsung E4 AMOLED display, totally fine panel. It is 120 hertz. It is big. It is bright. It's not LTPO, and there's no way of doing it 90 hertz if you don't want to take the hit on battery. SoC. Well, on one of these, we're going to be getting the Redmi K40 Pro Plus Gaming Edition, or Redmi K40 Pro Plus GT. The Redmi K40 with the Dimensity 1200 SoC. The other one's going to have a Snapdragon 888. The Dimensity powered device will have a 64 megapixel camera. See, that's going to either be the Samsung or the Sony IMX686 or the Samsung SM1, the 64 megapixel Samsung sensor. Again, not flagship cameras. Don't hate me on this. Xiaomi did say that one of these devices is going to support 120 watt fast charging. It's Xiaomi's newest kind of sales marketing gimmick. They have their device splitting the battery cell into two separate battery cells, and it seems like they're taking advantage of the Quick Charge 5 standard that splits the cell amperage at the phone instead of the way BBK, RealMe, Oppo, OnePlus do it, where they split it at the brick. This is so that they can use generic USB cables, although there has been some interesting stuff with BBK licensing their VOOC technology to Qualcomm for the Qualcomm Quick Charge 5 standard. If you guys want me to do a video about that, let me know. It's unclear yet whether or not we're gonna see a 5,000 milliamp hour battery or a 4,500 milliamp hour battery. Either way, it's likely for Xiaomi to give us this 120 watt charging on one device, and then on the other device, either give us 67 watt wired charging like we have on the Poco X3 GT, or you can expect 33 watt charging. That is the Sonic charge that we've had for 2 years now from Xiaomi. It's gonna be running MIUI 12.5 based on Android 11. The headline feature, which is a big step for Xiaomi, is going to be supporting these devices for 3 generations of Android software. So that is a big improvement. It's great to see that Xiaomi is trying to support devices longer term. I would still like to see Xiaomi try to give us more features on more expensive devices. In fact, the video I was going to launch today was why I hate Xiaomi phones. My wife told me not to do that. Just put a video out for fanboys to see and click on. Here's your video. Here's the specs. What do you think? Dimensity with updates or Snapdragon 888? In my opinion, I think Dimensity, better bang for the buck. The cameras on both of these devices are going to be kind of potato-y. If you're buying this device, you're buying it for the screen, which is a top level component, not flagship. Flagship is LTPO. And you're buying it for the SoC, which is flagship tier from both MediaTek and Qualcomm. So, what do you think?